No One Will Save You, which was given a release date of September 19th, 2023. But as you can see in the poster, it was dropped on Hulu September 22nd. The director is Brian Duffield, who's done some cool things like the Babysitter movies. And it stars Caitlin Dever. Yeah, you're like, what do you mean it stars one person? I mean, really? It does. All the other characters in the film are tertiary at best. Caitlin shoulders the entire film fantastically. And this is a cool movie. I want to say I love it. And every time I think about it, my feelings escalate. So I think by this time tomorrow, I will love it. Now I'm in the really, 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 really like it phase with it. It is gothic horror meets science fiction. We have a damsel in distress. We have home invasion, which is one of my favorite subgenres in the horror film, in horror films. I love home invasions. But this is no ordinary home invasion. The sci-fi part kicks in because the home invasion is by an alien species. There is no dialogue in this film with the exception of 3 words. And it's such a great effect. It is not annoying. It is not overdone. It's not trite. When Caitlin speaks, it has a huge impact. It means something because it's the only word spoken. And she plays a character named Bryn. She has to carry the entire film based on facial expressions and body language. It is something. It is really something. So Bryn is a young woman who has been ostracized by her community. And at first, you're not really sure what's going on and why. It seems like everybody hates her, why she's a pariah. She is creating a fantasy community inside her house because she orders all these little diorama, like these little homes and houses, and she's building this community within her home. So she has a community. It's really kind of sad. And then the home invasion comes in. It hits fast. And she's fighting this alien. She's going to like these I Am Legend kind of, tactics to fight the alien. And again, this is happening early in the film. So as you're watching it, you're thinking, where's this going to go? And let me tell you, I don't want to give you any spoilers, but it goes into really interesting places. This film is unique. It's interesting. It's new. It's not what you have seen before. The aliens are cool looking, and aliens plural. As we see them, they grow, they get bigger, they get scarier. The first alien is more humanoid like, and then they become creature like giant spiders. They're really cool looking. And the action is really engaging. A couple things that I really appreciated about this film. First, as I said, Bryn, played by Caitlin, is a pariah in her community. We're not sure why, but we start to piece it together. And I'm so glad that the film did not shy away from making her, again, I don't want to give away any spoilers, but making her an active participant in her own trauma. So often in films, when there's childhood trauma, we walk away thinking, well, oh, it was an accident. It didn't mean to happen. No, Caitlin very much was the architect of her own misery. And that, I like that they did that. I like that that was put in there. I also feel like that adds to the ending. It adds a layer going on with the ending. At first, it took me out or bothered me a little bit that everything in the film looked very old fashioned. At first, I wasn't sure if it was meant to be taking place in contemporary time because she's this old wall hanging phone and she wears vintage clothing and she's listening to vinyl on a record player. I mean, doing things that most of us don't do today. But then seeing what was going on in the film and seeing the ending, it made me realize how she's just trying to encapsulate this happier, more peaceful time, even a time preceding her existence, because she's not that old. And it feels very like 1950s inside her home. But it's almost like she wants that sort of, idealistic life, because what she's living is so traumatic and so upsetting. Again, it's a wonderful film. I highly recommend it. It will not disappoint you. It's very interesting, and I feel like your reaction might be like mine, where you walk away from that ending going, huh. And then as you think about it, it becomes better and better. It makes more and more sense, and you can see all of the layers involved in the storytelling. So, a well done film, great film, probably one of my favorite horror films of 2023. Today's sidebar is just a quick plea. Can we just let this movie end where it ended? No sequels. It it's perfect. She's not a final girl. We don't need a series of her, battling aliens, going to different planets, whatever you have in mind. Just leave it. Leave it as it is. Please. It's perfect.